If you're a small to medium-sized business owner, today I'm going to show you how you can earn 20 to 30% more revenue. Now, the key part here is that most probably you are working with third-party apps, like delivery apps. So that is our first issue. You want to avoid paying them those high fees. So this could be something around 20 to 30% even. So let's write that down. 20, 30% and down. That's right. You are going to take care of all of these. The second one is making sure that you have managed the problem of no-shows. You know, when people are booking and do not show up, they are going to be solved with this particular solution that we are going to talk about later on. So no-shows, we are going to deal with this too. The third issue is that you have no loyalty program in place. Let's write this down too. You know, a big heart, people like you, they come up, repeated sales, this needs to be addressed. And finally, I'm going to talk about how you can do this, all of this within an app. Now, if you decide to build an app, that is going to be really, really costly. So let's write it down too. Costly, not just in terms of money, but in terms of time too. So we need to address all four of these. Making sure that you are not paying fees for your delivery apps, making sure no-shows do show up, you have a loyalty program, and you are going to spend as minimal money and time on this. So let me just take this green one and let's take a look at the solution. So first of all, you are going to have an ordering app. So let's just write this out and have the order. And by the way, this was high fees. There we go. We are going to build an ordering app / booking app. That is what is going to replace all of these fees. The second one is no show. So let me just write this out. No show. For that, we have the solution of push notifications. So if you have an app, that's the right bell, you are going to have push notifications, which is a really good way of upselling your prospects. No loyalty. We are going to have a reward system in place. Again, if you have all of these in place, you are going to drive a lot of revenue. So reward, because when you are setting out for rewards, you are actually going to have repeated sales over time. And finally, you know, app cost. We are going to talk about that later on, but if you are really interested, go ahead and check out the link in the description how I will be able to make you an app on the App Store in about 4 weeks. Now, the fourth thing that you actually need to do in order to save big is have Apple Pay or Stripe in your application. So payment system. That is really important. While your users are in your app, you want to have some payment system so they are going to just click and generate you more revenue with more sales. Now, how can we make all of this happen? As you can see, these are actually blocks. So ordering or booking, push notifications, rewards, payment system. Well, these are blocks, and that is what I'm offering in my system. So we are going to have blocks over here. And the good part with blocks is that they are fixed priced. So no wondering if we have an hourly rate, are we going to go over budget? And most importantly, when we have a fixed price, we also have a fixed time frame. So you have an app on the App Store in 4 weeks. And that I guarantee. So we have a money back guarantee. If you are not having an app on the App Store by week 4, we are going to give you a full refund. Now, why is an app so important? That is because you are going to access your customers. And this is much more powerful. You have your app on your customers' devices, on their phone. So it's not just like social media where you are just going to have them at a whim of the algorithm. Now, once you have your app, let's just see how much you can generate more revenue. How much revenue can we generate? So if you're having an ordering app, usually it's about 5 to 10% more bookings, more orderings. If you have a push notification, well, you could just upsell them. That is, again, about 5 to 7% upsells. With the loyalty programs, you are going to definitely have at least 10% upsells. This is repeated sales. This is offers. This is going to be really, really nice. 10% is the lower margin. It could be 20, even 30. Now, if you have some payment system, well, while they are already in your app and taking a look at your offer, then you are going to just have them click on a button and pay 50% more revenue from just having a payment button. In total, let's just have summarized this. You are going to have around 20 to 30% more profit. So the key takeaway here is don't give away your profit, like fees. Make sure you have 20 to 30% more profit. And if you're interested how we can build an app in 4 weeks for your business, go ahead and check out the link in the description.